Daily Landsblog, and every day is an adventure for me because every day seems like I meet someone new, someone who I either reach out to because I've heard that they're struggling, or someone that reaches out to me. And everybody is different, but everybody ultimately seems to be the same in one way. And I noticed this today so profoundly with a person that I was talking to. And this person kept saying how hopeless they were, how there was no hope. And I tried to apply logic. And I said, okay, you have two halves of your brain. On one half, you have this sick brain, which tells you all these things. And the other half is the logical brain, which is still there. You need to try and apply logic to the sick part. Now, understand what I'm saying. First of all, I understand that it's not easy. And second of all, I understand that the logic that you come up with, you may not think belongs in the other half of your brain. Meaning, okay, this is logical. It's logical that I can get better. It's logical that my kids won't be better off if I take my life. You may not believe that logic applies to you, but at least you can make reference to it in terms of somebody else. And so often, I think one of the best ways to look at our own illness is to say, how would we counsel someone else? Knowing what we know about this illness, what would we say to them to try to get them out of what I would say is not the closet, because the closet is when you don't talk about it. And obviously, if I'm talking to somebody, it is not the closet, but it's jail. It's being in jail, and you can see through it and people can see in, but you can't find your way out. So how do you get out of this jail? How do you figure out how to escape the jail? And if someone were to ask you, how can I make it out? You might have some pretty good suggestions like, okay, well, why don't you see if the jail's unlocked, or any other way that you might get out of there. If you think about it in terms of that other person and then try to apply it to yourself, there's a chance that something will click. And my belief is that if help is 10 steps away, if help is a mile away, or 10 miles away, or 100 miles away, it does not matter. The key is that one first step, and it's the toughest step to take. And you feel like, I can't do it, it will not help me, there is no hope. But if you take that one step, I promise you, the second step will be easier. Promise. SickNotWeak.com, 24 hours a day, 364 days a year, because I need you, and you need me.